Well, thanks for joining us this Monday morning on Your Carolina. Jack and Megan here with Dr. Thomas McFadden from Advanced Cosmetic Surgery, and he is always up to something fun and always kind of keeping us up to date about what's hot and trending when it comes to plastic surgery. And some stuff isn't very invasive at all. There's no going under for some of this.
Some of it, yes. The number one thing this season is breast augmentation. Endoscopic breast augmentation is what we do.
Okay.
And it offers several advantages. One is we have much better control over the pocket, and so it leads to lesser complications over time. The second thing, which is very nice, which is a very small underarm incision, which is virtually invisible.
Now, does this help make breasts bigger, smaller?
Bigger.
Okay.
Breast augmentation means you're going up.
Augmentation.
Going up.
You want to make it go, like, I mean, tell me about the recovery time and stuff for that. Like,
it's actually very good. It's only about 3 or 4 days. In fact, there are several people who've done it on Friday and gone back to work on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Now, you do need to be a little limited in your upper extremities.
You need to do a lot of weight.
No, yeah, you need to
pressing.
do nothing for the next couple weeks with your upper extremities to allow the implants to settle.
But endoscopy, in my mind, indicates very little invasion. It's just
yes.
small incision.
It's only about an incision like that. Underneath the arm, we can put in saline or silicone.
That's amazing. We should have some videos of this. So that's the underarm right there, and that's it. That's just the scar.
That's the scar, yeah.
That's unbelievable.
And frequently, it ends up looking very much just like a normal crease.
If you get old enough, it'll be a crease.
Yes, that's right. It'll be another crease.
Yeah. Well, like, how do you talk to women that come in and say, I know I want to maybe be enhanced looking, but I don't want to look too. How do you determine the right size?
We always advocate a very natural look. I mean, we want people to look like they haven't had surgery.
Right.
But ultimately the patient is the boss, and they tell us what they really want. We advise them of what's good and a bad idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes they listen and sometimes they don't, but they decide what they want.
All right.
Well, speaking of breasts, sometimes men's are a little big. Can you help a man out?
Yes. In fact, it's becoming more and more popular for men to have some breast reduction also. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just more recognized and more accepted. But we have even guys who look fine and fairly normal who have very little extra breast tissue are coming in for consultations and they want it gone. So that's called gynecomastia, and we're doing an increasing amount of that lately.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, I can see that because we have a friend that works out all the time, is in impeccable shape, and was always so self-conscious because he felt like he did, like he had man breasts. And I don't want these.
Right, and we can certainly help that. And it's a very straightforward procedure, and it's an easy recovery.
Easy. Okay, you go through the same way,
No, it's a different method. You go through a periareolar incision, and we always couple it with some liposuction to feather out the contour and make sure it's nice and smooth.
Well, what's in there? Muscle? I mean, it's not a mammary gland.
Well, it's breast tissue. It's breast tissue right beneath the nipple areolar complex. Yeah. And we take it out, smooth it out, and then we just feather that liposuction for a smooth contour.
Yeah, speaking of smooth, ladies, we all, in a perfect world, have these great, smooth, perfect stomachs, all right?
Yes.
Now, anyone with kids or, even without kids, sometimes that's not always possible. But y'all have this thing called the Cool Sculpting.
Cool Sculpting is a relatively new technology that freezes the fat, and it leads to natural cell death. You see some results in 1 to 3 weeks and maximum results in 1 to 3 months. And it really offers a very nice enhancement and no downtime for those people who have moderate needs.
I mean, that is amazing. Like, you look at that. I mean, that's just 90 days.
You're freezing fat cells.
Freezing it. Yes.
Wow.
In fact, I had it done on myself a couple weeks ago, and so I hope to see some better results in a couple weeks.
You're so funny. You look great. That's great. And finally, let's talk Botox.
Sure.
For a minute. Because I'm hearing that the trend is for people to kind of start a little bit earlier before there's a lot of issues.
You can see it as a preventative measure. If you start in your late 30s and 40s, you can have the benefits down the road, in the late 40s and 50s and 60s. More and more men are doing it. Botox is increasing in frequency still at a dramatic rate year over year. It's the most popular cosmetic procedure in the world by a good ways.
Look at that guy's forehead, and I had to ask you one time, being a guy, and that's part of the problem, I guess, with the question.
Yeah.
The difference in Botox and a filler. Botox relaxes your skin or
that's
nerves
right.
or what?
Botox relaxes the muscles.
Yeah.
and fillers fill the creases.
Fill the creases.
Yeah.
So when you get older or lose weight, you kind of start to lose a little definition right here. So that's kind of what a filler would do. One way to use it.
Yes, that's right. It restores the contour, it fills, and it's really good for discrete numbers of, limited numbers of lines. There's also volumizing fillers like Voluma and Radiesse. In fact, my wife's going to get some Radiesse today.
There's
so.
your number
Yeah.
if we want to talk to
I
you.
love it.
Right
Give
there.
them
Yeah.
a call and look for them too on Facebook. Y'all do a great job with your social media, keeping up with.
Thank you,
with
yes.
everything that you
Thanks,
Yes,
do.
Doc.
look for us on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
You bet.
You'll call and talk to people, right?
You bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks.
Dr. Fadden.
Thanks a
Appreciate
lot.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah.